There ain't no reason why a 40-year-old truck can't do the same job it did back then. So this square body truck was trash when I picked it up. We're gonna go over some of the things to fix it. So I've got some failing radiator hoses, change the belts on it, get everything cleaned up, and get this truck back on the road. The first thing we're gonna do is drain this coolant. Well, that ain't coming off like the way it's supposed to. Well, it looks like somebody decided to booger up the drain, so I guess we'll pull the lower radiator hose and make a mess. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even open this radiator up to see what it looked like. Ooh, no bueno. You can see that, but that is disgusting. So let's get this off. Pretty sure that was mainly water. How nasty that thing was. It's one of the reasons why I gotta go through this kind of stuff and fix the junk. Well, that definitely made it faster. Oh yeah. Oh, that's yummy. Alright. Well, that's all off. So, radiator hoses off, drain coolant. Main reason was I seen that. It's no good. But man, this truck's 40 years old. What did you expect, right? So, just going through some of the basics on these things is what keeps these trucks running the way they're supposed to. Most people get like, oh, it's an old truck, you can't work on it, oh, it's not reliable. Shoot, it's more than enough reliable. They've been doing it for 40 plus years. So, radiator hoses off, coolant's draining, clean some of this stuff up here. Once we got all that button up, coolant back in it, I'm gonna go ahead and get this brake master off because I got the other one painted. One trick of the trade I'll tell you guys, whenever you get those master cylinders, you know they rust like 30 days after, right when the brake fluid touches it. Trick. Paint it first, then put it on there, because that way it doesn't get all rusty and looking janky like what's on the truck right now. I hate that. Little details, little details. I'm pretty sure it just let out a little air pocket and is now streaming coolant out again. You just never know when this stuff actually works the way it's supposed to. One thing to make sure too is the hoses are the same. Yeah, it looks about right. Double check those things. Because hey, it's a pain in the butt getting parts for these trucks, them being so old nowadays, because not everybody wants to stock them. And there's so many variations on like radiators, small block, big block, you know, even the diesel. Like they're supposed to be all about the same, but I have found when it comes to the height of the radiators, that makes a difference. So that's one giveaway on this truck. This is a small block truck. It has the factory style radiator because it's the smaller one. If it was a big block truck, then you're gonna have the radiator up to the top here with the overcal and stuff like that. So looks like I got the right hoses for that. So let this drain up, get these new ones on, and then moving on to the brakes. Yummy. I do like how it has the factory radiator in it, even though it doesn't look the most appealing. But these copper brass style ones, dude, you know that new stuff is garbage. You go to an auto parts store, you're gonna get a plastic tank with aluminum core. You can buy the nice expensive ones, but again, this is a work truck. We're trying to keep everything simple because everything still works on it. So we're not gonna go on a crazy overhaul on this thing because there's no need for it. It still works the way it's supposed to, and I'm not gonna change this for a cheap radiator just because it looks bad. It works perfectly fine, perfectly fine. Snake this fella back in here. Out in. All right, well, we got master cylinder installed. That looks 100 times better. I'm happy with that. Go ahead and get some coolant in this thing. Hoses are all on there tight with clamps, so let's fill her up. I love working on these trucks, man. They're really not that complicated to work on, honestly. The hardest part you're running into is just getting parts sometimes, but if you do a little research, get them online, get them ahead of time. The idea of running out to the parts store doesn't always happen. Yeah, going to the parts store to get parts same day doesn't always happen anymore, so you know, you can get stuff still from like the big one like O'Reilly's and all that. Just it'll come in later in the day, but if you're trying to like hustle and get a job done quickly, I tell you, go ahead and get some parts ahead of time, because it is a pain to get parts for these trucks sometimes. I love too how this truck is for the most part all intact, original looking. You could tell someone's been in here, which is okay, but clean up a couple things. But this is an overall damn good truck, and it could be used for a work truck again. Like most people always sit here thinking like they're outdated or they're incapable. Nah, man, just gotta fix them. Just gotta service them. I would drive a truck like this any day before I drive something new, because again, look how simple it is. Couple nuts and bolts in there to change out a master cylinder, thankfully, because it's hydro boost. Radiator hoses, you know, belts, basic fluids, ain't no complicated. And you ain't gotta worry about sitting here programming something, you know what I'm saying? Even with the basic parts I just put into this truck with fluids, master cylinder, hoses, belts, I got maybe a couple $100 in this truck service-wise. And again, that just tells you, a few $100, you get one of these trucks that's in decent shape, you can get it up and running, and you can still use a work truck. It's so simple and easy to work on. This truck has been a freaking cakewalk, so let's get fired up and get the air out of it next. Whew, toasty in here. Oh, let's go ahead and get this girl fired up. Like a champ. A little bit of tweaking. Gonna get it up, get the heater on. This thing's only got like off or high. There's no in between. This is such a basic truck. Like, look at it. It's so crazy. Like, it's either gonna be on or not. Like, look at that. Off or on. Alright, let this thing warm up a little bit. Yeah, and then the brakes. Yeah, that pedal's soft. we're gonna need to bleed that still, but let's get the air out of it first and make sure we got no leaks. Oh yeah, good there. Good there. Let's suck down that coolant. No leaks there. Or down there. Alright. Thermostat still doesn't open up, but it'll get there. Everything else for the most part though looks and seems to be pretty good. So happy with that. The coolant get to the heater core. There we go. Now you opened up. Circulating like it's supposed to. Alright, well, as anticipated, brake bleeders are not going to come loose easily without potentially breaking. I went ahead and PB blasted these things. I'm letting them sit overnight because I need that to soak in, because I'm not trying to replace wheel cylinders and calipers right now. It's not in the budget. But got the hoses installed, got the master cylinder installed, no leaks here, heater's working, everything's good the way it's supposed to be. So I'm pretty happy so far where we're at with the truck today. So I'm gonna let this stuff sit overnight, and then we're gonna jump on this here the next day. All right, and fast forward to day number 3. So we are back on the square body. You guys see me early part of the video. I went ahead and got the radiator hoses done, coolant's done, got the brake master cylinder installed, and I went ahead and had to spray down the bleeder screws on all of them, as I cannot get the front calipers free. So this part of the video, we're gonna go ahead and get the brakes bled so that we can get this truck stopping the way it's supposed to. Let's see if that PB blast worked. All right, let's see if this did its job. Yep, we're good. Wouldn't come off last time, so let's go ahead and get these things bled. Sucked some of that junk out of there, looks like, so that's good. So we got fluid out of that one. Let's jump to the other side. That fluid is disgusting. It's anticipated though. We expected that. Alright, let's see if we can check this fluid. Didn't pull much out, but it's been sitting a few days, so let's see. Oh, got some pressure though, that's good. It sucks some fluid down, looks like, which is good. Some fluid back up in here. See how that pedal feels. Oh. Still a little bit low. Oh, that's better though. Feels like a brake pedal. Still gotta do the back though. Knock that out real quick. Back it down, see if the brakes work. Oh yeah, we got brakes. Oh yeah. We are golden. All right. One more little snug here. Perfect. All right. All right, we got brakes. Now, let's drive it to make sure it works. Yeah, hopefully this works. Love it. Wasn't a bad job though, really. Like I said, these trucks are pretty simple to work on. Why I tell anybody you can still drive a 4-year-old square body. There's no rhyme or reason to it, really isn't. So, see if we can get this thing to up the road. Oh yeah, we got brakes. We got brakes. Temp's good. Oil pressure's great. The beauty is, being a stick shift, if we lose brakes, we got straight gears. So if we lose anything, we'll be a-okay. Try it on this old downhill. Got like half a pedal to travel. We'll be all right. All right, take it back to the shop and check everything over, I guess. This truck makes so many weird noises, but pretty much like when I bought it, it was not in the best of shape. It was definitely a used and abused work truck. So, but to be able to get on it and drive it, I think that's a win. Just saying. Remember, it still beats a $1,200 truck payment or whatever the hell they are nowadays. I can tell you what, they're $1 too many than I'm gonna pay. So I'll continue to drive old trucks like this. Let's make sure these brakes work as I go downhill, because we're really going downhill. Yeah, they work. Straight drive's very nice. Yeah, brakes grab pretty good. Make sure we got no leaks, because they're still leaking from the master, which I was not too happy about. You know, most of these damn aftermarket parts you get nowadays are not really worth a lick. That's for damn sure. So we're gonna double check and make sure we're all dialed in. Seat's good. That's all that matters. And the truck runs, doesn't smoke, doesn't knock, brakes work for the most part. It didn't work the best anyways when I got it. So changing the master cylinder obviously was because we can see that it was actually leaking. When I looked at it, I was like, that ain't no good. So this ought to do a thing or two. Yeah, brakes work. All right, well, dry. All right, we're dry. We're good. Dialed in. All right, so brakes, good. Double check this coolant after the drive. Ain't got much pressure, so it's probably still a little bit low. Just a little bit. I'm gonna top that off. Yeah, barely low. I'm telling you, man, this is a great little truck. It really is. Just needs some things to be over it still, but it's got good bones, really good bones. So I'm very happy with that. So we got new radiator hoses done, got a new master cylinder installed and operating. Man, oh man, am I happy now to say this. So now we've got a master cylinder that's not leaking, check. New radiator hoses, check. Coolant done, oil change finished. So right now, mechanically, we are about 95% ready on this truck because what we got still to do are tires. I'm trying to source out some tires. I don't want to take these off because I want to put the simulators. I've got the chrome simulators to put on the front and rear of this truck just to give it a little bit better of a feel because, I don't know, them old steel wheels, I don't know, they just ain't doing it for me. Well, now mechanically, we're pretty much dialed in on the truck for this video. So just to show you guys how easy it is to work on these things. Getting parts for it, you may have to wait a day or so. Like I had to wait on the master cylinder, took a bit, and gave me a little bit of a fit, but we got it dialed in for the most part. So these 40-year-old pickup trucks, any old truck, you can easily work on these things. And it still, look at it, it still fits the bill, man. Like there's no reason you cannot use this truck as an everyday work truck. It's got a 4-speed in it, it's got a flatbed, it's got a small block V8 in it, and it does the job perfectly fine. And guess what? No big truck payment. I learned it from people years ago. It's just nuts and bolts. It's exactly what this truck has been, just nuts and bolts, a little bit of frustration. But we've got now a non-leaky master cylinder, got the radiator hoses done, engine coolant's in there, fresh oil change. This truck, mechanically wise, is ready to go. So I'm gonna wait on some tires. I need to get those to come in so I can go ahead and get these ripped off, and I wanna put the chrome simulators I have for it because I think that'll really give it this like early 90s work truck feel. So really excited to have those put on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you stayed all the way through, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you like to see this kind of content, because anything I work on is old cars and trucks, because just to show people you can easily keep these things on the road. Simple parts, they're not overwhelming to work on, and sometimes it just needs a little love. So thank you guys for sticking tuned. The next video you see, we're gonna go ahead and get these chrome simulators put on this truck, and then we're gonna go ahead and get it gone. So I'll see you guys on the next video.